What's going on, people? So it's been a little while since I did one of these here collection videos. Obviously that's what this is. I think, let's see, the last one I did, was it the phones? No, it was Prestos. And that was sometime around whenever summer started. So yeah, because I didn't do one last month. I meant to, it just didn't happen. Because that's how the world is sometimes, or how life is, whatever. But anyways, before we go getting all into this and all that good stuff, I'm going to do a quick, very unrelated unboxing. Not a shoe unboxing, obviously. Unless it was like toddler sized. And in that case, you wouldn't be seeing them here because I have no reason to have any toddler sized shoes. But anyways, let's go ahead, pull these things out. These come from Entertainment Earth, as you can see right there. And holding that steady. There we go. So basically, right here we have a couple Funko guys, right? So for the McFlys and such of my washers. Maybe you guys have these, maybe you don't. I don't know. This one's kind of damaged on the top. The blue guy, Bill. I assumed he would have had a cooler name. No offense to anybody named Bill, but anyways, yeah, a little damage up there. But I saw this guy pop up in an email the other day. Entertainment Earth was like, hey, you want to buy this thing, don't you? And I was like, yeah, I do, actually. And then they're like, hey, you should consider this. And I was like, all right. So I click on this guy, and they're like, one more in stock. So I bought it, and then it changed to out of stock. And I'm like, okay, hopefully I truly got that one. And here you have it. I did. Because I looked at the website yesterday, maybe, and this one was still out of stock. Maybe they have some now, but because it's been like 24 hours. Who knows? But anyways, yes, I played a lot of Contra when I was younger. A whole lot of that. A whole lot of death. I was not good at it. Even in my older years, when I got one on PlayStation 2, I was not good at that one either. Then they had an easy mode, I tried to put some quotes, but my hands are full. They had an easy mode. It wasn't really easy, it's just that they gave you a whole bunch of lives. So if anything, you could just die more often, right? But like you wouldn't progress anywhere if you couldn't progress anywhere. Because the enemies were still the same, right? I don't know, weird. But anyway, so yeah, Contra. It's one of those things that I do enjoy, even though I'm not good at it. I don't think they've had one in a while, but whatever. Now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and get on into the actual meat and potatoes of this here little video. So it's not too drawn out. But if it is, at the same time, I don't really care a whole lot. Sometimes, when I'm putting out video after video after video, as I've been known to do sometimes, I do like to keep them a little shorter so that the people who like to watch all of my videos, which I super appreciate, they can watch them without having to give me too much of their time. But since I haven't done a video since that 380 video, which not many people watch, and I totally get why, I feel like if this one's a little longer, maybe it's okay, because I'm not doing another one anytime too soon, because there's no releases coming out anytime too soon that I can think of. So anyways, first off, obviously, Jordan 1s, right? That's what we're here to talk about. We're going to get some things out of the way first, and then we're just going to kind of, work our way up in a sense, right? What I mean by that is we're going to start with a couple lows. So these, what is it? A while ago, I bought a few pairs of shoes that I was going to just wear to concerts and stuff. Got these right here, just some normal black and red as some people would call it. Jordan 1s, right? Very dusty. You probably can't see that, but these used to just sit out on a shelf. And so that's why they kind of look the way that they do. Because, to tell you, man, the New Mexico dust was no freaking joke. I'm going to have to put those somewhere else, or that's going to pile up in front of the camera. And then these right here, another pair of concert shoes. Man, these were perfectly fine until a Rob Zombie show down in El Paso. It's one of those outdoor things. I like the colors, though. I really like the colors on these. Kind of like a South Beach sort of thing. But yeah, I bought these so I could wear them out to some places, and believe me, I did. But that's nasty. I don't know if you caught the bottom of those shoes, but they're mostly the top of this box, black, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I wore them around a couple times. They're in great condition. Wore them out to that one show. Like I said, it was Rob Zombie. I think Hailstorm played that night as well. Yeah, and then they were done after that. So then, what do we have here? These should be mids. right? Everybody's favorite thing to dislike. Not everybody, I say that as a joke, but a lot of people really don't like the mids or the lows, but whatever. So these right here, right? These were one of those Radio Raheem releases from 16 maybe? I honestly don't remember when, but you know, I liked them. They got a little bit of pink in there, some nice blue going on. Otherwise, nothing too crazy, but sometimes simplicity is the way to go. Am I right or am I right? Moving right along. Let's see what's going on in here. We have, oh yeah, these. I still have not, I need to pull these out. Maybe I'll set this box aside. These were actually a gift from Straight to Feet. He used to be called Al Capone, but he's Straight to Feet now with an 8 in there. You know, kind of like how Avril Lavigne would do it. But anyway, so these right here, some Obsidian 1 mids. Yeah, these are nice. And they have those reflective laces, as I found out. I think they're reflective. I remember checking that out whenever I did the review of these. Most of the things that you're going to see here do have reviews. Not those lows, because doing reviews was not a thing on my mind in 2016. Or maybe it was 15. Either way, it wasn't. And this right here. These, I haven't done a review, but I want to say they came out in that video I did for your boy Elias's challenge about blue shoes. So these right here, right? I think it's like ice blue and something else or whatever. Call it whatever you want. They're a pretty nice color in my opinion. That's why I have them. Also, it's kind of one of those things where I wanted them and they were kind of becoming scarce, right? It happens like that if you put something off long enough. Next thing you know, I'm scouring El Paso trying to find them in stock somewhere. I want to say I walked out with those from a Finish Line, and not the good one, like the one that's at the mall that sucked, right? Yeah. Luckily, there's that mall that sucks that doesn't get a lot of, you know, traffic, so the stuff kind of hangs out there a little bit. Use that to your advantage once in a while, people. Oh, okay. Here's one that people do actually like. So these, the New Love mids, right? That nice fancy translucent yellow going on the bottom, kind of like those University Gold 12s that I had last week or something. Either way, so you got these, very nice in my opinion. One of these days I'm actually going to wear these as well. I honestly forget that they even exist. Because the problem for me, and you'll see that with some of these other ones, is that I'm not a big Jordan guy, right? Like, I think most people know that, but so when it comes to having them, like I've got a decent amount of them. I mean, there's a decent amount right here. I just don't wear them because I forget that they're here. They're in a different room. So usually when I go to get shoes, I just see Air Maxes and Vapor Maxes, maybe some Talarias and Hirachis and Prestos, NMDs, you know, other stuff. This is one that I also forget about a lot. Those grade school Black History Month ones, yeah. They're kind of cool looking though. As I look at them, it's I'm not sure when or where I'm gonna wear these. There's a little question in a sneaker battle the other day. I'm like, pull out a shoe that's dead stock only because you haven't had like the right occasion to wear it. And I totally get waiting on the right occasion to wear stuff. I didn't know what I would have pulled out, but looking at these now, probably these. We'll see if I remember that in the future, if that question ever comes around like and is thrown at me. So, let's see, we'll start over here. So, Jordan 1s. Alright, well, it's actually a pretty good place to start because this is the first Jordan 1 that I ever got, the top 3s. And I tell you, like, these top 3s set the bar kind of high. So when those top 3 5s came around and I saw those, and I was like, oh no, this is not okay. You know, you are bringing shame upon the name of top 3 with these shoes in this awful purple tone. Of course, that's just my opinion. Maybe yours is similar. I don't know. If it is similar, let me know. If it's different, let me know. Again, that's what the comment section is for. No discrimination, people. I want to hear from everybody. These right here. I did a video on these not too long ago. One of those shoes I picked up a while ago and haven't worn. That day I met Skip Goes Hard at the mall. Or the big building with all the stores in it, if you will. one of these days these need to come out as well. But again, like, it's a thing, I don't think about these until I see like my Green Arrow shirt or something, and then I'm like, oh, I should wear that and pull out those ones. But then I wear them with whatever else I have, and like right in front of me, and the thought is gone just that quick. Okay, let's see what's going on in this box here. Okay, remember these, the shadow ones. I was semi-lucky in the sense that I walked away with 2 raffle wins on these, right? And so I didn't want both pair. I wasn't even sure I wanted the one pair, honestly, but I figured if I win, I'll get a pair. If I don't, no sleep lost. But I won 2, and that was convenient because I just looked on StockX and I threw the other pair on there right then and there and figured, all right, this is what the average price seems to be. I think it was like $235 or something. I'll put them up there and I'll see how that goes. And by the time I got to the other store, those were sold. So that was pretty cool. You know, that was my first experience with StockX, and it was a good one, you know? There's all this crap in here. Oh, these must be those Crimson Tints. Yeah. Because, you know, it's the only thing I've ever bought from 5 Points. I guess I won't show you that because it probably has my address on it. But it's an address from Korea, so it doesn't even matter. There you go. These right here. I know everybody's got their top pickups of the year, whatever. And there's a lot of them that will be the same across the board. But last year, I will say that this right here was definitely in my like most forward to Jordan releases. Once I saw the picture, I was like, man, I gotta get these. My dad was able to pull off a pair for me by just kind of showing up later in the morning that day or something to one of the malls down there in Charleston. And he got a 9.5. Obviously, you know, I prefer a 9 for those. You know, I like that snugger fit personally. But luckily they came through later, so now that 9.5 eventually is going to make its way to my brother. I just need to give them to him, really. That's the only holdup. They're sitting somewhere down in their closet. Alright. I looked at these just now, and I could not for the life of me remember even buying these. These are the core purples with those laces in them, right? Those weird tie-dye kind of bleached looking laces. These, again, personal opinion of course, I like these better than the ones that came out around the same time as those green pair. Actually, they came out on the same day. But yeah, I like these more. So in a way, I'm glad that I didn't get the last pair, because then I just have probably 2 pairs of purple and white and black Jordans that I haven't worn. Having only one makes me not feel as bad. So there's that. And we're gonna just keep this whole thing moving. I'm just about done here, people. I don't know what that came from. I'll figure that out later. What's going on in here? Actually, I think I know what this is, because I remember it was a box by itself. Yep, from Snipes. I keep wanting to show you guys these papers that come in these boxes. Like, they're of no use to you, so I don't know why I'm inclined to show it to you. Maybe it's just because it's in the box, but it has my address on it, so that's why I don't. You know what I mean? So you're not missing anything unless you. And if you want my address, I guess like you could ask me, or you could, if you give Bobby Sneaker World enough money, he'd probably just give it to you or something, because he has it, and Hot Dog, he has it too. Anyways, this right here, the Royal Toe ones from sometime recently. I didn't want these a whole lot. I mean, I don't have anything against them, but what I saw in these, and they got some nice blue laces, was something that I could probably use to trade for something that I do want. So that was the intent of these. The pricing of them doesn't seem to be anywhere great, so they may end up staying in the collection. But who knows? It's probably going to be a while before I even get around to considering wearing them anyway. And if before that happens, that price shoots up, fantastic. I can use them and maybe get those Hyper Crimsons, something like that, because I really wanted those. Well, I didn't know I wanted them until I saw them after the fact. When I saw them with those pinkish laces in, I was like, oh, if those had been like front and center on the advertisement pictures, then I would have jumped on them. Sometimes you got to do your research, people. So, you know, that's on me. Can't be mad at anybody, you know, because I didn't do my part. Anyways, Storm Blues right here. this was one of those releases where I saw them and they were around the time when a lot of things were moving pretty quickly, and I thought to myself, those are probably going to take a lot of effort and like a lot of quickness to try and pull off, so I'm just not going to bother. And lo and behold, down there in El Paso, and Foot Action specifically, I saw these and I was like, hey, you guys got my size? Like, yeah, what size do you need? Apparently they had every size. So $130 or so later, I walked away with these guys. And there's the little cop story, if you will. Shout out to me and my kicks. So, moving right along. The Obsidian UNC ones from last year. I wasn't sold on these until I got them. Now I like them a fair amount, because, I don't know, they seemed like they were okay, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't one of the people that said, man, I gotta have them. I put in all the raffles at all the foot sites, and I won 2 of them. So this is one of them. The other pair is in the closet at my mom's house. Along with, actually, you know what? I won 3 because her pair, I don't think I ever gave her pair. Did I? Well, she has a pair too. Did I? I have no idea. I'd have to ask her. Because I remember talking about them, but I don't think she knew that they were hers. I don't know. It's when you have other people picking up your stuff and it's not like right there in front of your face, you tend to forget about things like that. But anyways, moving right along, this was probably the first, I don't know, one of the first more limited pickups, at least as far as what I could tell, because it was like an all-star thing, and I had a very poor gauge of what was limited and what wasn't when I first started buying shoes. I just knew that these weren't something everywhere, and that I'd have to, you know, be quick if I wanted them. Apparently they sat in some places. I don't know anything about that. Again, I paid very little attention to releases back then, and I paid just a little bit more now, honestly. So yeah, these are pretty nice though. I really like that iridescent thing they have going on, you know what I'm saying? These chameleons or all-stars. I've heard them called both. I'm not sure which one is right. Don't really care because it doesn't really matter either, you know what I'm saying? So, put the post down there, and we're getting there, people. We're getting there. So, what's in this box? Okay. The Royal Ones, right? From 2016. 17. Because it was WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. Yep, I won these from, again, like I said before, the sketchiest looking Foot Locker I have ever freaking seen. It was one of those ones where like you could look at it and just assume that all the pairs were being backdoored, as they say. But somehow I walked away with a pair. And here we are today, talking about them. But yeah, it was good though. And then I think I didn't wear them to WrestleMania because my sister and I, we wore the alternate Gym Red 12s. But I think I wore them to maybe the NXT show and everything else that weekend. Because, you know, it's one of those things. Like, I buy the shoes so that I can wear them. I get the whole thing that's, you know, other people's mentality is. But I'm not them. And now, what do you think's in this last box? I'm trying to think. And I have no idea. Because, again, it's my Jordan collection is just, it is not. Oh, yeah, okay. Never would have guessed this. The Bloodline ones. Yeah. I remember buying these the day they came out because I really wanted them. You know, I thought these are a pretty cool looking shoe, right? I put in my raffles. I won my pair, won my mom's pair. Had to go out there and brave the Black Friday traffic for no real reason because they didn't sell out. Could have just done that the next day. Something's going on out there. Luckily it's out there, not in here, because then we'd have a problem. And so I got out there, saw everybody and their freaking mother in the store buying everything that they could fit into their hands or carts or whatever. Yeah, terrible experience. Virginia Beach is already kind of terrible, just trying to be out there and be anywhere. It's even worse at times like that. But don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. I'm all for the Virginia Beach life. That's why I live, not in it, but close. Anyways, so that is it. We've done it. We have made it through some number of shoes, and now we are good. So I don't have another video coming anytime too soon. I think I said that earlier on. So you'll see me again eventually, probably, but it might be a little while. Who knows? So from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'm going to not necessarily edit this, but upload it. Because again, there's no real reason to edit anything. I'm not putting any pictures in there. There's no on foots to do. Yeah, it's the good old days, like it was this time last year. Well, no, I was doing on foots this time last year. When I first started, those videos were so much easier. I didn't even make thumbnails. I just let YouTube pick one for me. Maybe I'll do that, because I forgot to take one. So, I don't know. Alright, anyways. Later, people.